Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Montana Post-Secondary Educational Opportunities Council Virtual College Fair. We're so excited to have you participating in this event. We have some fantastic schools with us today. My name is Sarah, and I will be your facilitator. Before we get started, a few housekeeping items. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. If you have questions for a particular institution, go ahead and list that institution's name, just so our panelists can get to those questions a bit faster for you. This is just one of many different sessions happening, so be sure to check the schedule on the website. This presentation is being recorded and will be available at strivescan.com/Montana Virtual. And lastly, if you haven't registered for this event, please do so, as you'll be entered to win a $1,000 scholarship. And more information can likely be found with your high schools insured today if you have any questions on that. I'd now like to turn it over to our first presenter, Helena College.
Great, thank you so much, Sarah, and thanks so much for everyone to attending today. My name is Anna. I'm the admissions counselor and recruiter at Helena College, and today I'm just going to share some information in regards to particular topics that can be found on the website. In addition to that, kind of towards about the last 30 seconds of the presentation, I will also put my contact information in the chat as well. Should you have any further questions, feel free to reach out to me. So I'm going to share my screen here. All right, very good. So first thing is in regards to our website. It's helenacollege.edu. In addition to that, there can be some other information found, such as our main phone number here, as well as our admissions email. That can also be a good contact inquiry as well, where you can send information to. In addition to that, we've got our staff and faculty directory that you can find. But most importantly are going to be these topics here across this banner. What's going to be helpful in regards to this is it's going to be all the programs that we have to offer, our admissions process, paying for college, where to apply and how to apply, etc. So first thing here is if you hover over Explore Programs and then View All Programs, this is going to take you to the web page that gives all the information in regards to kind of those specific categories and then what's embedded in those. So industry and trades, for an example, our arts, education and elementary education, business, STEM, law and safety, etc. So those can all be found here. And then once you click on one of these, it's going to bring you more information in regards to that specific program. In addition to that, it's also going to show the degree planning sheet is what that's called, and then about the approximate cost for the program too. So that's kind of helpful there. In addition to that, for the admissions process as a new student, you'll hover over admissions and click new students. And this here is going to show everything in regards to where to apply, how to apply, what do you need as a first-time student, if you're a transfer student, etc. And then it's also going to give information in addition to your application. We'll need your immunization record that shows proof of 2 MMR shots, and also an official transcript with your posted graduation date. It's going to be another thing that we'll need. So then from there, once your admission file is completed, meaning we have the application, your immunization record, and your official transcript, you will then speak to an advisor, and they will be the one to assist you in regards to registration for classes, what classes to register for, etc. This next tab, paying for college, if you hover over this and go down to financial aid, this is going to give everything in regards to how financial aid works, work study options, grants, scholarships, loans, etc. Contact information for financial aid as well. And if you go back to the paying for college and hover over that under scholarships, as you'll see, there are pages full. Helena College specific, any general scholarships, nursing and fire and emergency services, you name it, there's going to be multiple scholarship searches, disabilities, business, women's opportunities, trades, etc. So again, that can all be found on the website under paying for college scholarships. In addition to that, you'll also see you can find more information here at the very bottom in regards to any sort of events that we have going on campus. You can follow us as well, either via Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Pinterest, all those, etc. can all be found here. And if you scroll to the very bottom, this is going to give all of our information in regards to both of our campuses. Our Donaldson campus here houses our programs such as nursing, accounting, business, Associate of Arts, and Associate of Science. And then our airport campus here, this particular campus focuses on our industry and trades, which include diesel, automotive, aviation, CNC machining, and then also fire and emergency services, aviation, welding, etc. In addition to that, there's the addresses, phone numbers, things like that as well, should you need any more information. And then you can also find them on the Google Maps as well. I'll go ahead and, like I said, I'll post my contact information. And in addition to that, also my email. But again, you can use the admissions email that is to be sent to all of us in the admissions office. And that helps for a lot of students on that end of things. And then, like I said, our phone number as well. If you'd like my contact information, you can also refer, as I showed, the staff and faculty directory here. If you go and scroll down to Ebert, Anna Ebert, this is actually my direct phone number here, and this is my email address as well. One last thing that I'd like to show you is on the main website here, in the upper right-hand corner, you'll see Apply Now with an orange box around it. If you click on that, that's actually going to bring you directly to this particular area that shows exactly what we need for your admission, as I discussed before. You can do a paper application, which would be this link here, or if you scroll all the way down, you can start an online application. It's going to take you to the Montana University System Apply Montana Common Application. You'll choose your academic term. So let's say you're looking at next fall 2022. And then in addition to that, then you'll then create an account. You can sign up with us. So again, as I mentioned, I'll post my contact information in the chat as well. And I'll hand it back over to Sarah. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Next up, we have Carroll College.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Elizabeth Zimmerman. I'm Assistant Director of Admissions at Carroll. So I'll go ahead and share my screen right now, and we'll jump right into the presentation. One second as we get that all going. Awesome. So as I mentioned, I am Elizabeth. I'm with Carroll College. Carroll is a small private Catholic institution located in Helena, Montana. One great thing about this location is we are in an amazing spot where we're right in between Yellowstone National Park and Glacier National Park. Helena itself is a smaller population, about 35,000, and we have a ski hill that's 30 minutes away. Our students love that our campus is situated so that it's a 10-minute walk to the downtown and about a 12-minute walk to the trailheads of Mount Helena, which has over 75 miles of hiking and mountain biking. Going to our next slide. So then we have a little bit about our academics. So at Carroll, as a liberal arts institution, we have over 40 majors available for our students. Everything from civil engineering, elementary education, mathematics, computer science, to philosophy, literature, and theater. A little bit of everything. We are most well known for our biology, pre-med, nursing, anthrozoology, health science, psychology, and business. You can see on the slide our average class size is 16, and we have a student population of about 1,200 students. The big thing for us is we really focus on academic excellence. And so one of those things that leads to it is allowing our students to have the ability to even have more opportunities. And I apologize that I keep having this little share screen up. I'm trying to get it to go away. So hopefully you guys can see everything all right. But some of the things we offer to our students include our accelerated nursing, our Masters of Accountancy. This fall, we just started up a Master's of Social Work. We also have a 3+3 law degree partnership with University of Montana's Alexander Blewett III School of Law, which means our students can get their full law degree in 6 years instead of 7. We are very excited also with our Masters of Social Work and our Masters of Accountancy to have a 4+1 so that you can earn your full master's in a total of 5 years. One of the big things that we really focus on at Carroll is hands-on learning. We want our students to be getting out into the world to really figure out what their career is. So even if you're not sure what you want to study, it's okay to be undecided, because your first year to first 2 years, you can be taking multiple different classes that then allow you to explore different options. We really try to make sure our students have access to internships as early as their freshman year. Students also as early as their freshman year can be doing research We also want all of our students to have an opportunity to study abroad. So some sort of global learning, whether it's a true study abroad or maybe something with our Carroll College Engineers Without Borders, where they travel to Uganda. We also are located in the state capital, which means there's a number of different organizations, whether it's nonprofit organizations, working for the state government, different firms, accounting firms, engineering firms, a little bit of everything. So there's lots of opportunities for students to really explore. We live by our motto, non scolid sed vitae, not for school, but for life. So we're always trying to help you think a little bit ahead. It's not just about getting you through college and saying, good luck. We really want to make sure that you feel ready to move on to the next step. Our students are also very active in our community. So that means there's great opportunities for community service. We love the outdoors. That's the great thing about being in Montana. So we try to make sure our students have a lot of access. So whether it's trail running, fly fishing, mountain biking, rock climbing, we have a great program called CAMP, Carroll Adventure and Mountaineering Program. So if you've never tried rock climbing, but you want to give it a shot, awesome. They have rock climbing clinics. Or maybe you love fly fishing. You can actually be one of our leaders in the program and take students, other students out who maybe have never tried it before, and lead them and show them how to try fly fishing for the first time. So we put on lots of different activities, whether it's overnight camping trips, whitewater rafting. We try to get the students outdoors. So you'll find a lot of students really enjoy that. We also have a very active campus life, over 300 activities each year. We have a state-of-the-art theater, lots of different clubs, and we're part of NAIA. So we have 15 different athletic teams that students can be a part of. Again, our students like to be busy. So even with their academics, they are wanting to, do spike ball intramurals or be a part of the psychology club, go and cheering on our Fighting Saints, whether it's in football or volleyball. So lots of great opportunities for our students. We are also a Catholic college. We are diocesan, so that means we're connected straight with the Diocese of Helena, and the bishop is the chancellor of our school and sits on our board of trustees. It is an invitation. We're ecumenical, which means we welcome all students of all faiths. We don't require that students attend mass or go on retreats, but it's definitely a great opportunity for our students. Father Mark even leads a pilgrimage to Rome every other year, so we're really excited for COVID to kind of slowly move away so that we can get back to going out on those pilgrimages. Also, service immersion trips happen all over the US during spring break. Big thing is making sure it's affordable. We are a private school, so that means we offer, there's no in-state, out-of-state tuition, so it's the same tuition for everyone. Our scholarships range from $16,000 to $23,000. You're guaranteed that full amount every year for 4 years. We like to call your merit scholarship kind of your foundation. So everything that you earn stacks on top. Athletic scholarships, activity scholarships. As Montana students, you could qualify for our Montana Advantage. We do ask that you submit a FAFSA by the beginning of December, but that also could stack on top of your merit. You can see what is the average gift aid, but that's for every student that came into Carroll their freshman year. So those can fluctuate. Some are actually higher often than our average. So what are some things that are next? One, love for you to apply, or if you're a junior, start talking with us. Connect with your admission counselor. Any of us are happy to work with you. You have all my contact information on the screen. I'll make sure to add it in as well. You can also take a quick scan of that QR code, and that gets you into our information base. We would also love for you to come visit campus. We do individualized visits as well as large programs. On the individual visits, you can sit in on a class, meet with a professor, really have some great opportunities. Just some quick dates to remember, the FAFSA is open, so I encourage everyone, no matter where you're looking at attending school, file the FAFSA, your free application for federal student aid. Our early action deadline is just around the corner, but that's okay. If you don't get your application submitted by November 1st, don't worry. We won't run out of financial aid. We won't run out of scholarships. We have our regular decision is February 28th. Super easy to apply to Carroll. We either have a Carroll specific application or you can do the Common App. And then, as I mentioned,
thank you so much. Sorry,
Elizabeth, oh no, you're good.
Time we do have to move. If you wouldn't mind putting your contact information in the chat, we do have Gallatin College up next.
Thank you.
All right, thanks so much, Sarah. My name is Maddie Feltz, and I'm the enrollment manager with Gallatin College. So excited to be here this morning to share with you a little bit about what Gallatin College is. We are the two-year arm, if you will, of Montana State University. So we are housed underneath the MSU umbrella, but we are Southwest Montana's two-year college that offers associate degrees as well as one-year certificates. So let me take a moment here and share my screen so that you can see little bit of visualization as I talk. Okay. So what we focus on is our mission here at Gallatin College, our professional workforce programs. So those include 2-year Associate of Applied Science, as well as 1-year Certificate of Applied Science programs. Our 2-year programs are currently Aviation, Culinary Arts, Design Drafting, HVAC/R, Interior Design, and Photonics and Laser Technology. Our 1-year certificates are Bookkeeping, Business Management, Computer Network Technology, IT, Cybersecurity, CNC Machining, as HVAC/R, Medical Assistant, Phlebotomy, and Welding. In addition to our 2-year programs, we also offer Associate of Art and Associate of Science, AAAS transfer degree programs. So those are 60 credits total. 30 credits are the Core 2.0, which does satisfy MSU systems, the Montana University Systems General Education Core, and then 30 credits of electives. So these are great programs that you can take here at Gallatin College, but then can potentially transfer on to other institutions in the state of Montana and satisfy those general education requirements. For developmental education, we also focus on writing and math. So we're able to offer basic writing skills, developmental writing, compressed courses for math, pre-algebra, survey of algebra, math literacy, as well as compressed courses. And then we have a full academic development center, which offers free tutoring as well as faculty tutors. In addition to our higher education programs, we also offer dual enrollment. Dual enrollment is where students in these high schools can earn both high school credit as well as college credit at the same time through taking one class. These are the current institutions that we have active, high schools, I should say, that we have active dual enrollment courses with: Belgrade, Billings, Bozeman, Ennis, Gallatin, Gardner, Helena, Lone Peak, Manhattan Christian, Park High, Sheridan High, Three Forks High, and West Yellowstone. So if you're currently a student at one of these high schools, definitely get in touch with us, as we can help coordinate with your counseling office or with your high school instructors to see if you may qualify for a dual enrollment course. Our application process is pretty straightforward. You can apply online via our direct website, which is gallatin.montana.edu. Our application fee is only $38, and we only require high school transcripts or GED or HiSET. We don't require the ACT or SAT, but it certainly is helpful, as it can help with math placement as well as writing placement. We do encourage that you apply early, as some majors do fill up very fast. We do have to be honest in that our welding program has a wait list. Our aviation program is very popular. While we of course want to accommodate all students that apply to our programs, we certainly hope that you can apply as early as possible so that you can get into your first choice program and the courses that you want. In terms of financial aid, we of course go through the same federal financial aid application process, the FAFSA. That application is open now, and it does have a priority deadline of December 1st. Even though we are Gallatin College, you will still use the same Montana State University school code listed there. So that will put you in for eligibility for federal financial aid, which may include grants if you qualify, as well as those federal student loans. In addition to financial aid, we do have many scholarships that are offered to Gallatin College students after your first semester with the institution. So the first semester, you may not be able to qualify immediately for those scholarships, but as you continue on as a Gallatin College student, you have access to literally thousands of dollars that we have on the table specifically for our programs. So you may have a lot of questions, and I'd like to take a moment and circle back towards what one of our programs are. So some of you may be wondering what photonics is. Well, let's take a second and back up and see if we can learn a little bit more about a really unique program that we only offer here in the state of Montana at Gallatin College. So photonics and laser technology is an associate of applied science that offers the opportunity for technicians in the photonics industry to work with products and devices that span a broad range of industries. So that includes manufacturing, communications, defense, homeland security, medical, information technology, energy, environmental monitoring, lighting, displays, entertainment, and more. So this is a program that's really awesome because it offers an opportunity for students to gain a strong background in electronics and you spend more than 40% of your time in a lab training in a variety of industrial lasers and optical systems. There are many photonics companies within the state of Montana, as well as immediately in even the Bozeman area. So students are gaining employment right out of the gate. So even though you may think, oh, it's just an associate of applied science, students are able to join companies that are paying very competitive wages and doing really neat things. An example just out of the Bozeman area is that even a graduate of our program, they're growing crystals. So, you know, there's multiple things that you can do with a photonics and laser technology degree. So you can basically take this program and customize it towards an industry that fits your interest. So this is just a highlight of one of the unique programs that Gallatin College currently offers. We do have the development of upcoming programs, which does include construction technology and carpentry, as well as hopefully avionic technology down the road. So we are certainly trying to develop new programs every single year. So keep an eye out for us, as starting next fall, we're hoping to have 2 of those programs up and running and more programs coming down in the future.
Great. Thank you so
short,
much, Maddie. Maddie, we do have to move on to the next presenter. I do apologize. Montana State University is up next.
Awesome. All right. Thank you, Sarah. So hi, my name is Caleb, and I'm an admissions counselor here with Montana State University. Oh, hey, Maddie, would you mind? Oh, okay. She stopped sharing. And so now I will share my screen with y'all. Okay. So we are down in Bozeman, Montana. Bozeman is a really cool town. It's a super tight-knit community. We're a town of about 60,000 people. So we kind of got that balance between large and small feel. And as well as being a tight-knit community, we're also a very outdoorsy community. So we've got Bridger Bowl and Big Sky ski areas 20 minutes north and about an hour south of campus, as well as we're 90 miles north of Yellowstone National Park. And there's tons of hiking trails, great places to go rock climbing, pretty much anything you want to do outside that doesn't include the ocean, you can do in Bozeman, which is really awesome. We also have like 300 days of sunshine a year and get like 85 inches of snow in the winter. So like I say, there's a ton of great outdoor opportunities around Bozeman. Montana State University has 16,841 enrolled students. So we are the largest university in the state of Montana, but we're about a mid-sized institution nationally. About 50% of our students are from in-state and 50 are from out of state. So that's really nice because you get a good mix of people. We also have students representing 60 different countries. And as I said, how Bozeman has kind of got that big and small feel, so does MSU, where we have a lot of the opportunities that you get at a larger university, but the small, tight-knit community feel of a small university. In terms of things to do on campus, we have over 300 different clubs on campus, ranging from religious affiliation, identity groups, major specific. There's a sandwich making club where they get together twice a month and rate each other's work, like really anything that you want to gather fellow students around to make a club out of. The university supports you in that recognition and financially to pursue your interests outside of the classroom, which is really cool. We're also a D1 athletic school, so we are in the top tier of college athletics, and we have several D1 teams as well as club and intramural sports. So whether you want to go to games with your friends, all students get free tickets to our sporting events, or if you want to do a club sport or an intramural sport, you can do that as a student as well. In terms of areas of study, so we have over 250 different academic programs here at MSU, so we definitely don't have time to dive into all of them. Our 2 largest colleges are College of Letters and Science and the College of Engineering. But you can see these are all 8 colleges we have at MSU. And if you want to go onto our website and look at our academic programs, you can do so at montana.edu/academics. But there's a huge variety of different things you can study here at MSU, which is really awesome. Something about our academics that I do always like to highlight, though, is our research. So we are the only top tier research institution in our region, so including Montana, Wyoming, Idaho, and the Dakotas. So we're in the top class of research in the country. We're in the top 3% of all colleges in the nation for our research expenditures. So we spent over $192 million on research last year at MSU. And what's cool about that is every student, regardless of major, is expected to do research before they graduate. So that might mean, microscope and a lab coat, but it really means that we want students to have hands-on career-specific education and experience before they're getting out into the workforce, and that they have the initiative to research what they're passionate about, and that they can take that research and pour it back into either the Bozeman community or your community from home. And so that's something we really like to subsidize for students, is research and giving them those opportunities as soon as their freshman year. So in terms of our admissions process here at MSU, we are on a rolling admissions basis, so we don't have any hard deadlines. Our application is super easy. We don't require any letters of recommendation or essays or anything like that. We are also now test score optional for admissions and for scholarships. So if you have taken the ACT similar to Gallatin College or the SAT, we use that for math and writing placement, but it's not required for you to be admitted to MSU. And in terms of scholarships, we have several different scholarships here on campus, depending from in-state to out-of-state. But if you want to go to montana.edu/scholarships, you can get a good look at most of our scholarships. But you can have as much as like a few $1,000s a year covered to full tuition coverage, depending on the scholarships we have here. So there's great options there. Also, we do encourage every student to apply for FAFSA. If you're looking at attending in 2022, FAFSA is now open and closes December 1st. So regardless of what school you're looking at, we just like to make sure that you're watching for that. But in terms of attending MSU, the only steps you need after applying to the university, applying for scholarships, is filling out a housing application. We do require all first-year students to live on campus, and then registering for orientation. Once you graduate high school, sending us an official transcript, and then if you do choose to share your test scores with us, submitting those. And here's some of my contact information. So I'm an admissions counselor here at MSU. So my whole job is talking with prospective students and helping you answer any questions you have or figuring out the admissions process. So if you want to write down my email and phone number, please feel free to. I'll also drop all this here in the chat. But thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much. Next up, we have Dawson Community College.
Thank you. Okay. Okay, can you guys see that?
Switch back. There we go. Now we can see it.
Now you can see it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Good morning. My name is Erica Millen. I'm the Director of Enrollment here at Dawson Community College. We are a 2-year community college located in eastern Montana. We are about 20 miles from the North Dakota border, so we are very far east. We are home to the largest state park in Montana, Makoshika State Park, which is actually located right near campus, just right behind us. You have access to all the beautiful Badlands. The one thing that I want to say right out of the gate is that with all of our programs here at DCC, we transfer any of them to our AASs transfer to any Montana college. I want to start off by saying that some of our most important, not most important, our most popular programs here at DCC are going to be our criminal justice, our ag, and corrosion. Our corrosion program is the only one available in the state of Montana. DCC offers courses that are equal to the first 2 years of study towards a bachelor's degree. This is of great benefit for U.S. and international students because it is a less expensive. The class size is smaller and faculty members are more accessible to students. We are a 14-to-1 ratio. Our class sizes obviously are on the smaller side. Students can complete their first 2 years at DCC and then transfer to university to complete their bachelor's degree for their final years. Another thing that DCC has worked on is the 2+2 agreements. I just kind of want to, I'm just showing our career and technical programs, AASs that we offer. So let me scroll down so you guys can kind of check that out. But our 2+2 agreements, Dawson Community College has worked out agreements called 2+2 with many fine universities across Montana. One of them that is awesome is going to be our partnership with Peck, that we have coordinated our classes to line up so that they transfer right into the engineering program with tech. We're also working on getting our nursing classes lined up with their nursing program as well. So you can start here at DCC, kind of have the smaller class size, smaller campus experience if that is something that makes you a little bit nervous going into your freshman year of college. Being far away from home, I know that that can be a little bit scary, but here at DCC, we have an open door policy, which is so special. That means that anytime that anybody's doors are open, even our presidents, you are welcome to stop in, just say hi, ask how things are going. We have a rolling admissions, which means that you can essentially apply for DCC at any given time. There's not a cutoff date. We will be a part of Apply Montana starting hopefully as soon as December. We kind of have that in the mix right now. Our scholarships, which we have lots and lots of scholarships available at DCC, those will open mid-November, and then we really encourage that you have those submitted to us by March. Let's see. Sorry. Also, please bear with me. This is my first time doing this, and I'm just going with it. So let's just go to apply so you can kind of see what that'll look like, and then in the future, what instead of saying apply for admission, you will just fill out your Apply Montana. So that means that you fill out one application that goes across Montana. Something to highlight also about DCC is, I'm just going to stop sharing real quick. Something to share about DCC is that our athletics are thriving. Our boys went to nationals last year for the first time since the early 90s. They did incredible. Our boys basketball, excuse me. Our girls softball also always does incredible. Our athletics that we offer are basketball, volleyball, track, cross country, baseball, and now we offer esports. So that means that even though your parents have yelled at you about playing video games, you can actually get a scholarship to come to DCC to play video games and pay for your school, which is awesome. Another highlight of DCC is that we have apartment style dorm rooms. That means that you're not sharing a big common area with 25 plus other people. The dorms hold 4 people, so that means there's 2 to each room. You have a kitchen, you have a living room, and then your own bathroom that the 4 of you share. So that's something that tends to make students a little more comfortable. Other than that, you can always schedule a virtual tour with us if you are not comfortable or unable to come to campus. I know that we're a little bit far away from most people, but we are always willing to set up a virtual tour for anybody that is interested in attending DCC. I will drop my information in the chat. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And next up, we have Amy talking about Fort Peck Community College.
So much, Sarah, and thanks to StriveScan for helping us host today. This is a great day. So I am not from Fort Peck Community College, but I want to make sure that the students who are here today joining the session get a chance to get to know them. Unfortunately, their representative was not able to be with us today. So I'm going to give you a quick overview of what Fort Peck Community College looks like and some of the amazing options they have to offer. So let me get to their site and we'll take a quick peek. So to start off, I guess the best piece would probably be to understand where they are located. And so for those of you who don't know, we have 7 tribal colleges in Montana, and Fort Peck Community College is one of them. And it's up in the upper right-hand side of the state. For those of you students who are in this area, it's another great opportunity in Montana. So let's take a quick look at a little bit about Fort Peck Community College and what they have to offer. Just in a nutshell, they do have about 400 students. Typically, these are estimate numbers. They also, as several folks in this session have said about their campus, it's also a small campus. As you can see, their student faculty ratio is about 15:1. So what does that mean? If you have no clue what that ratio means, in a nutshell, it means that for every one faculty member, they have 15 students. So that means your class sizes are a lot smaller. You get that personal touch, and definitely Fort Peck Community College offers that to their students. You can see their application deadline and financial aid deadlines are open. Like Dawson Community College just mentioned, they are an open door policy campus as well, which is a very homey, welcome, walk into campus kind of place. You can see an idea of their cost. Again, this is an estimate. Because I am not a Fort Peck Community College employee, take that with a grain of salt, but it's somewhere around the $1,600 a year cost. You'll want to contact them directly to see what their current numbers are. And there is no application fee to apply. Let me show you their website, because I think that might be helpful to get a feel for their campus. So if you go to their website, there are a lot of great options here. I always like to recommend for students to check out the academics tab. So up at the top, you'll see the academics tab. I went directly to their prospective students page, and on this page is some videos. So I'm going to show you a little bit of this video to you can get a direct feel for what their campus is. Again, I just didn't want you to miss out on this amazing opportunity in Montana. So let's give this a try.
Haumatakuipi. Welcome to Fort Peck Community College. Fort Peck Community College is a tribally chartered post-secondary institution open to everybody. Here in our virtual tour, we'll show you our fine facility. Let's take a look. Our main campus is located in Poplar, Montana. The War Eagle Vision Building is home to Student Services and the Registrar's Office. The Greet the Dawn is host to college administration, 3 classrooms, and an auditorium. The James E. Shanley Tribal Library serves the college and the Fort Peck Reservation and houses the IT department, distance learning classrooms, and computer training labs. The old main building is the site of the original college and appears on the National Register of Historic Places. Today, the old main building houses the Business Technology Department and a computer lab and faculty offices. The Robert L. Sullivan Building contains classrooms and faculty offices.
The Murray Ducharme Science Center houses our science classroom and lab, as well as the greenhouse.
In our vocational building, also known as VOTech, you'll learn about automotive, diesel, truck driving, and welding programs. Tokatibi houses the bookstore and a gift shop which features local native paintings, star quilts, and beadwork.
All right, so for time's sake, I don't think we have time to see the whole video, but what I would encourage you to do is to check out their website. There were a ton more videos. Reach out to campus. I would say my biggest suggestion for any student is the best way to really get a feel for campus is to go and visit and do a campus tour, meet the people. And I'll say Fort Peck Community College has amazing people, and they watch out for their students and definitely make sure that their students can succeed. So check out Fort Peck Community College along with all these other amazing options. Again, thanks Sarah for hosting us today in StriveScan, and also thank you students, parents, counselors, everybody who's here today. We really appreciate you taking the time. Thanks.
Thank you, Amy. So at this stage, I'd like to invite all of our great panelists to join me back on camera and unmute themselves. We have time for a round robin question, and we'll start with Helena College and go in the order of which you all presented. What advice would you give someone going through the college search process? So again, over to Helena College.
Great, thanks, Sarah. One thing I would say, as a first-time college student, it can be very nervous, even just stepping through the doors of the college. Do know that people, especially here at Helena College, we're here to see students succeed, and that's really important to us as our student success. So one thing in regards to that, and what I would recommend, as probably everybody has mentioned, is to go out, do a campus search, visit their website, do a campus tour, get in contact with the admissions counselors, see what resources are available, what scholarship information is available, and really just get in touch with the campus and do a campus tour.
Carroll College.
I would add also, it's never too early or too late to start looking at different colleges. So we are all here to help answer your questions. So use us as your resource, whether you're getting nervous that, oh, I won't, like it's too late to apply. No. So work with us, reach out to us. We're always happy to help. We'll all work to get you connected to the people you need to speak to. So yeah, never too early, never too late.
Gallatin College.
Yes, of course. Adding on to both Helena and what Carroll College said, I would say, maybe work from the way back sometimes. Sometimes it's great to think about what you want to do as your career and start looking at programs that might lead you directly into that career. Of course, it's a little bit different for the 2-year institutions versus the 4-year institutions. So that's always something to take into consideration as well, is are there programs that can get you out into the workforce quickly just with a 2-year program versus programs that are 4 years that'll take you on to a career that might require that bachelor's degree or master's degree option.
Montana State University.
My advice would be to be patient with yourself. Like, I know that looking at colleges for the first time can be a really stressful experience, and maybe you don't really know where you want to go yet, or even what you want to study. But you still, you really want to go to college and get a degree, maybe. Like, then go ahead and go. Like, we have programs on our campuses to like help students find majors or like what they're passionate about. Like, it's okay to like just start where you're at and figure it out as you go. And we're all here to help you as you figure it out. So give yourself a little grace in that whole process.
Dawson Community College.
So all of those answers were so lovely. Good job, everybody. So to kind of piggyback off of all of that, mine's going to be a little more cut dry. Don't procrastinate on scholarships. Having financial aid, that's lovely. Obviously, everybody wants to make sure that they, can pay for college, but getting scholarships is going to prevent you from going into, not as much debt. We don't want to set our students up to have a lifetime of student debt. So my advice is to be proactive about scholarships. Also ask any college that you're interested in what scholarships they have available. Oftentimes there's many more scholarships behind the scenes available than maybe what you're finding. So my advice is definitely be proactive about scholarships. Another thing is piggyback off of MSU, definitely be patient. Don't just pick a college because your friend is going there or your classmates are going there. Picking a college out should be what feels right to you and to help you achieve that next higher education goal.
And Amy, any final advice you'd like to provide?
Sure. Everybody said such great things as well. I would just say Students, remember this is a really fun, exciting time in life. It's not all stress, and it is something that you're not expected to know all the answers. And I would just remind you to have fun in the process, be excited about your future. There are so many amazing options out there. And what I leave you with is this is not a time for you to know the answers. It's a time to ask questions, and no question is a silly question. So ask all the questions, get all the answers, and then make your decisions. You have lots of time.
Well, I want to thank our wonderful presenters today for their insights, their information on their institutions, and thank you all for joining us. When you close this window, there will be a link to a very quick 5-question survey. We'd appreciate any feedback you can provide. We encourage you to check back to the schedule and sign up for one more session. You'll be able to find this session's recording as well as all of the other session recordings at strivescan.com/Montana virtual. Thank you and have a great rest of your day.